You might not notice it right away. It starts with something small. Your knees feel a little stiff in the morning. Then comes the unexpected fatigue. A simple walk around the block feels like a hike uphill. And before you know it, your memory turns foggy, your moods shift, and your body doesn't bounce back like it used to. And you're left wondering, what changed? Here's a quiet truth most people never hear. A lot of it has to do with the foods you once trusted, the ones you've eaten for years without a second thought. Not just cookies or pastries. I'm talking about the invisible sugars, the everyday starches hiding in your plate that slowly drain your energy, fuel inflammation, and accelerate aging from the inside out. But there's good news. Real food, whole, honest food, can change everything. The right choices can wake up your body, sharpen your memory, support tired muscles, and soothe those nagging aches. You just need to know where to start. So today, I'm going to walk you through 10 of the most powerful foods for anyone over 60. They're low in sugar, almost free from refined starches, and packed with the exact nutrients your body is craving right now. And listen closely, because number 7 is something most people toss in the trash without a second thought. But it could be the very thing your body's been begging for. This isn't just a grocery list. It's a roadmap back to feeling light, clear, and in control of your health again, no matter your age. So stay with me. But before we dive in, let me ask you something. Is there a food you used to enjoy that your body no longer tolerates well? Maybe it leaves you bloated, tired, or foggy-headed? Tell me in the comments. I read every one. Alright, ready? Let's begin. Number 1 is cabbage, the forgotten guardian of your gut. Sometimes, the quietest foods are the ones doing the loudest healing. If there's one thing I wish I had learned sooner, it's this: never underestimate cabbage. Yes, cabbage. That humble, crinkly vegetable your grandmother used to boil, your mother stir-fried, and you, perhaps, pushed aside on your plate. Back then, I barely gave it a second thought. But now, I see it as one of the most underrated powerhouses for anyone navigating life after 60. Why? Because this old-school veggie is packed with everything your body quietly asks for as it ages: fiber to keep digestion smooth, vitamin C to keep your immune system sharp, vitamin K for bone strength, and antioxidants that fight cellular damage at its root. But here's what most people miss. Cabbage is nearly starch-free and contains 0 added sugar. That means you get a rush of nourishment without the blood sugar spikes or sluggish crash that often follows starchy vegetables like potatoes or corn. And here's where cabbage truly shines. It nourishes your gut. Inside your digestive system lives a vast world of good bacteria, tiny allies that determine how well you absorb nutrients, how deeply you sleep, even how stable your mood is from morning to night. Cabbage helps feed those bacteria, strengthening the invisible system that keeps your whole body balanced. Feeling bloated lately? Drained for no clear reason? You might not need a pricey supplement. You might just need more cabbage. And the best part? It's wildly versatile. Roast it until crispy. Shred it raw into a tangy salad. Or lightly sauté it with garlic and olive oil. It's cheap, easy to digest, and frankly, completely overlooked. If there's one unsung vegetable that deserves a comeback in every kitchen after 60, this is it. Try adding it to your plate once a week. Your gut, your energy, and even your mind will thank you. Number 2, walnuts, tiny brain boosters that fit in your palm. They may be small, but they carry the power to sharpen your memory and calm your cravings. Let me ask you something. Have you ever walked into a room and completely forgotten why you came in? It's a shared experience. But after 60, moments like that start to feel a little less amusing and a little more alarming. Now, forgetfulness has many causes. But one of the most overlooked factors is what your brain eats every day. That's where walnuts come in. These wrinkled little nuggets may not look like much, but they're like quiet allies for your mind, packed with brain-friendly nutrients that can help you think clearer, remember better, and even feel more emotionally balanced. Just a small handful a day. That's all it takes. Walnuts are loaded with plant-based omega-3 fatty acids, the same kind found in salmon, but without the fishy fuss. These fats help reduce inflammation in the body, protect cognitive function, and keep your heart humming steadily. And here's something most people don't realize. Inflammation is the invisible thread behind many of the issues we blame on aging, like brain fog, joint stiffness, and energy dips. Walnuts help counter that, gently and naturally. They also contain fiber and protein, two powerful allies for blood sugar control and appetite management. Which means they don't just feed your brain, they help keep your cravings in check too. In fact, try this. Next time that 8 or 9 p.m. sweet craving sneaks up on you, reach for a few walnuts and a cup of tea. You might be surprised at how satisfied you feel. No cookies required. Toss them in a smoothie. Sprinkle them on a salad. Or do what I do. Keep a small jar within arm's reach on the kitchen counter. Snack on a few whenever your mind or mood needs a little lift. Simple. Natural. Powerful. When you eat walnuts, you're not just having a snack. You're feeding your future, one bite at a time. Number 3, spinach, the quiet leaf that recharges your body like a battery. When fatigue whispers, this vibrant green answers with strength. Let me ask you something. How many times this past year have you blamed your lack of energy on just getting older? We all do it. We feel tired, sluggish, out of breath after simple tasks, and we chalk it up to aging. But here's a quiet truth. More often than not, it's not your age. It's your nutrition. And one of the simplest, most affordable ways to restore energy from the inside out is through something as humble as spinach. Now, I know what you might be thinking. Spinach? You mean that limp green stuff sitting forgotten next to my dinner? But spinach isn't just a side dish. It's one of the most nutrient-dense, energy-reviving foods you can feed your body, especially after 60. This leafy legend is loaded with vitamin A to keep your vision clear, vitamin C to support your immune system, and vitamin K, an unsung hero for strong bones and fracture prevention. But spinach doesn't stop there. It's also rich in iron, the very mineral that helps transport oxygen throughout your body, something you need more than ever when climbing stairs starts to feel like climbing mountains. It offers magnesium to regulate blood pressure and relax tired muscles. And it brings folate, vital for brain function, emotional balance, and mood regulation. Here's the magic. You get all of that, with almost no starch and zero sugar. No crash, no fog, just clean fuel that your body knows how to use. And it's incredibly easy to work into daily meals. Toss a handful into scrambled eggs. Stir it into soup. Blend it into a smoothie. Or do what I often do, give it a quick sauté with garlic and olive oil, and serve it warm alongside dinner. Spinach cooks fast, digests gently, and works quietly to help your body function the way it wants to, smoothly, steadily, and with vitality. Think of spinach as nature's multivitamin, except it's green, flavorful, and far more delicious than anything in a bottle. If there's one leafy green you should always keep in your kitchen, make it this one. Number 4, Greek yogurt, your gut's best ally. But only if you pick the right one. It's not just a snack. It's medicine in disguise. Here's something I didn't realize until much later in life. Not all yogurt is created equal. That little plastic cup with the colorful lid? It might look healthy, but many of them contain more sugar than a candy bar. And after 60, the last thing your body needs is another hidden dose of sugar pretending to be healthy. But plain, full-fat Greek yogurt? Now that's a different story. This thick, creamy powerhouse is one of the most healing foods you can put into your body as you age, especially when it comes to gut health, muscle strength, and long-lasting energy without the carb crash. It has no added sugars, barely any starch, and delivers something most people over 60 desperately need. Protein that lasts. Greek yogurt is rich in slow digesting, high-quality protein, the kind that helps maintain muscle mass, which becomes absolutely critical as we grow older. Let me be crystal clear. Muscle is everything after 60. It's what keeps you steady on your feet. It's what helps you rise from a chair without struggle. It's what gives you independence. But Greek yogurt also holds another secret weapon. Probiotics. These friendly bacteria help restore balance to your gut. And as we age, digestion can become less efficient, leading to bloating, constipation, or just feeling uncomfortable after meals. Probiotics support smoother digestion, better nutrient absorption, and even a more stable mood. In other words, they help your gut do what it was always meant to do, only better. And let's bust this myth while we're here. Healthy fat is not the enemy. Full-fat Greek yogurt gives your brain the natural fats it needs to think clearly, regulate hormones, and support glowing skin and stronger hair from the inside out. But, and this part is key, skip the flavored stuff. If the label says strawberry, vanilla, or comes with fruit at the bottom, it probably hides spoonfuls of added sugar. Instead, go with plain, full-fat Greek yogurt and dress it up yourself. Crushed walnuts. A sprinkle of cinnamon. A dash of sea salt and a swirl of olive oil if you like it savory. Once you try it this way, you may never go back. Greek yogurt isn't just food, it's quiet repair work in a spoon. It rebuilds your muscles, heals your gut, and fuels your brain, one simple, creamy bite at a time. Number 5, sardines, small in size, massive in strength, bones and all. Sometimes, the food you've been ignoring is the one your body has needed all along. Let me be honest with you. For most of my life, I avoided sardines like the plague. Maybe it was the smell, maybe it was the tin can, or maybe it was just unfamiliar. But now, I look at sardines as one of the most underrated power foods for anyone over 60. Let's break it down. These little swimmers are packed with omega-3 fatty acids, the kind that calm inflammation from head to toe. That means less joint pain, fewer stiff mornings, and even clearer thinking. They're also rich in high-quality protein. The kind that repairs muscles, boosts strength, and helps you stay energized all day. But here's the part that really sets sardines apart. The bones. Unlike bigger fish with thick, tough bones, sardine bones are soft, edible, and loaded with calcium and vitamin D, two nutrients your aging body is quietly begging for. Together, they build stronger bones, reduce fracture risk, and help prevent the creeping effects of osteoporosis. Think of sardines as nature's bone supplement, only better absorbed, and much more complete. And here's a bonus. They're incredibly low in mercury. Unlike large fish like tuna or swordfish, sardines sit low on the food chain, which makes them a cleaner, safer option for your long-term health. Still unsure about eating them straight from the can? That's okay. Start slow. Mash them with a little mustard. Mix in olive oil and a squeeze of lemon. Spread it on a thin slice of whole grain toast or a crisp romaine leaf. You've got yourself a snack that's not just tasty, but healing. Toss them into a salad. Stir them into zucchini noodles. You'll be surprised how easily they fit into your routine. And one more thing. They're affordable. In a time when grocery prices feel higher than ever, sardines offer a mountain of nutrients for just a few bucks. Tiny fish. Big impact. And once you try them, you might wonder why you waited so long. Number 6, eggs, nature's multivitamin, wrapped in a shell. The most powerful medicine may already be in your fridge. Let's settle this once and for all. Eggs are not the enemy. For years, we were warned about cholesterol, told to skip the yolks, and made to believe that eggs were somehow dangerous. But science has finally caught up to what many of us quietly suspected all along. Eggs are one of the most complete, healing foods you can eat, especially after 60. Each egg is loaded with high-quality, muscle-supporting protein. And that's not just helpful, it's essential. After 60, holding on to muscle becomes more challenging, and more critical than ever. Muscle keeps you steady on your feet. It protects your joints. It reduces your risk of falls. And it fuels a healthy metabolism that supports energy throughout the day. The protein in eggs? It's exactly the kind your body knows how to use to build and repair. But the magic doesn't stop there. Eggs are also rich in choline, a brain-loving nutrient that most older adults don't get enough of. Choline supports memory, concentration, and overall brain health. So if you've ever walked into a room and forgotten why you were there, it might not just be age, it could be your brain asking for backup. And here's where it gets even better. The yolk is where the real treasure lives. Vitamin D for stronger bones. Vitamin A for sharper vision and a strong immune system. B vitamins for nerve health and natural energy. And guess what? Eggs have no sugar and almost no starch. They're affordable. They're endlessly versatile. And they're quick to prepare boiled, scrambled, poached, or folded into a veggie-packed omelet. Add a dab of olive oil or butter, sprinkle on some sea salt, and you've got a brain and body-boosting meal in minutes. Too often, we turn to expensive supplements or fancy health drinks to solve problems that a single, simple food like an egg could already be helping with. So think of it this way. Every egg you eat is a quiet gift to your future self. A little burst of strength, clarity, and energy wrapped in a shell. And whatever you do, don't skip the yolk. That's where nature hid the best part. Number 7, olive oil, liquid gold that helps you age gracefully. A spoonful a day. A lifetime of quiet protection. They call it liquid gold, and not without reason. Olive oil has been a sacred staple in Mediterranean kitchens for centuries. And when you look at the vibrant longevity of people who live there, you begin to understand why. It's not just a cooking oil. It's a daily ritual of healing. Especially for those of us over 60, extra virgin olive oil is one of the most powerful allies you can keep in your kitchen. And here's why. This golden elixir is rich in monounsaturated fats, the heart-loving kind that helps maintain healthy cholesterol and reduce the risk of cardiovascular issues. But olive oil doesn't stop at the heart. It's packed with antioxidants that help ease inflammation, not just in your joints or muscles, but even in your brain. If you often wake up with stiff knees or aching hands, you know how precious natural anti-inflammatory support can be. Olive oil delivers that gently, consistently, and without side effects. Here's something most people miss. Healthy fats like olive oil help your body absorb nutrients more effectively. So when you drizzle it over leafy greens, roasted vegetables, or wild-caught fish, you're not just adding flavor, you're unlocking vitamins. You're activating the healing potential of your entire meal. And here's the kicker. Olive oil contains no sugar, no starch, just clean, nourishing fat that your brain and body recognize instantly. Even 1 or 2 tablespoons a day can create a real shift in how you feel. Use it to sauté spinach, to roast cabbage, or to brighten up a fresh salad. I once met someone who took a spoonful of olive oil each morning like medicine. And honestly, it made sense. In many ways, it is medicine. But here's the key: quality matters. Look for cold-pressed, extra virgin olive oil, ideally packaged in a dark glass bottle to protect its nutrients. It should smell slightly grassy, taste a little peppery. That's how you know the antioxidants are still alive. Olive oil isn't just an ingredient, it's an act of self-care. A small, beautiful investment in your joints, your memory, your heart, and your skin. And it's proof that sometimes, healing doesn't come in a capsule. It comes in a quiet pour, over dinner. Number 8, chicken thighs, the underrated protein hero. Rich, flavorful, and exactly what your body needs after 60. You've probably heard it 1,000 times. If you want to eat healthy, stick with chicken breast. But let me tell you something, both from experience and science. Chicken thighs deserve far more credit, especially as we get older. They're affordable. They're tender. And they're easier to chew and digest, 2 things that start to matter more than we often realize. But most importantly, they're packed with high-quality protein, the kind that helps preserve muscle mass as we age. And maintaining muscle? That's not just about looking fit. It's about standing tall, moving with confidence, and staying independent in your daily life. Every time you lift something, climb stairs, or reach overhead, you're using muscle. And chicken thighs help you keep it. But the benefits don't stop there. Unlike lean, dry white meat, dark meat from thighs contains more iron and zinc, 2 minerals that support immune function, energy levels, and wound healing. Zinc, in particular, is something older adults are often deficient in, and it plays a major role in everything from fighting infection to maintaining mood stability. And let's talk flavor for a moment. When cooked with the skin on a crispy, golden, and lightly seasoned, chicken thighs deliver satisfaction that a bland chicken breast just can't match. And the best part? No sugar. No breading. Just a little olive oil, some herbs, and a hot oven, and you've got a deeply nourishing, protein-rich meal that loves your body back. But it's more than just nutrition. Chicken thighs carry emotional comfort. They bring us back to Sunday dinners, to home-cooked meals filled with warmth and simplicity. And in a world that often feels rushed and complicated, that kind of nourishment matters too. So don't feel guilty for enjoying dark meat. Your body, especially after 60, needs the healthy fats and deep flavor it provides. That fat supports your joints. It feeds your brain. It helps balance your hormones. In truth, what once seemed less healthy might actually be exactly what your aging body is craving. Number 9, avocados, the kind of fat that loves you back. Once feared, now essential, this green gem is your heart's best friend. Let's take a moment to talk about fat. Yes, that word so many of us were taught to fear. For decades, fat was framed as the villain. Butter was banished. Avocados? Labeled too rich. Too heavy. Too indulgent. But here's the truth we now know. Not all fat is created equal. In fact, some fats are not just good, they're essential. And one of the best sources of these healing fats? The humble avocado. Let's clear something up first. Avocados are fruit, not vegetables. But they're not sweet, and that's a beautiful thing. They contain virtually no sugar and very little starch. That means no blood sugar spike. No energy crash. Just clean, sustained fuel, perfect for anyone over 60 trying to manage inflammation, stay full longer, and support steady energy throughout the day. But what makes avocados truly powerful is their richness in monounsaturated fats, the heart-loving kind. These fats help lower bad cholesterol, support healthy arteries, and keep your cardiovascular system strong, exactly what your body needs more of as it ages. And there's more. Avocados are surprisingly high in potassium, even more than bananas, which helps regulate blood pressure naturally. They're also a great source of fiber, which supports digestion and helps you feel full without overeating. But here's what I love most. Avocados are effortless. No cooking. No prep. Just slice it open, sprinkle on some sea salt, maybe a splash of lemon juice, and enjoy it right from the skin with a spoon. You can mash it onto low-carb toast. Dice it into salads. Or blend it with olive oil and a pinch of salt for a creamy dip that feels indulgent but heals you from the inside out. Avocados aren't a trend. They're timeless nourishment, rich, soothing, and exactly the kind of fat that loves your heart, brain, and gut back. Number 10, wild-caught salmon, the brain's elegant ally. A graceful protein. A healing fat. A quiet revolution on your plate. If I could choose just one food that seems almost tailor-made for the aging body, it would be this. Wild-caught salmon. Not the bland, chemically treated kind raised in crowded farms. But the real thing. The kind with vibrant pink flesh, caught in cold, clean waters. The kind you can smell the purity and taste the difference, and more importantly, feel the benefits in your body. Wild salmon is brimming with omega-3 fatty acids, and no, that's not just a trendy buzzword. Omega-3s are essential fats your body can't make on its own. You must get them from food. And after 60? They become non-negotiable for your brain, your joints, your mood, and your heart. Let's start with the brain. Omega-3s reduce inflammation in the brain, sharpen your clarity, and support long-term memory. So if you've been feeling foggy, forgetful, or unfocused, salmon might be the most delicious solution you'll ever find. Now, inflammation. That morning stiffness in your hands, those creaky knees when rising from a chair. That's often silent, low-grade inflammation. And wild salmon is one of nature's most powerful anti-inflammatory foods. It soothes the body in a way no pill ever could. Salmon also provides clean, complete protein, no sugars, no starch, just fuel your muscles can use to stay strong, recover faster, and power you through your day. And here's something you might not know. That rich, pink hue in wild salmon? It comes from astaxanthin, a potent antioxidant that protects your skin from premature aging. Yes, you'll feel younger. But you just might look younger, too. And did I mention it tastes phenomenal? Pan-seared with butter and lemon. Oven roasted with garlic and herbs. flaked over a crisp salad. It feels like luxury, yet underneath, it's doing serious work. Repairing tissues. Supporting memory. Feeding your heart, joints, and skin. So if you're choosing one elegant ally to bring into your kitchen after 60, let it be wild salmon. Because sometimes, healing wears a pink coat and tastes like something you'd order at a 5-star restaurant. There's something I've come to understand more deeply since crossing the age of 60. And maybe, you've felt it too. Health is no longer just numbers on a chart. It's not about perfect lab results or routine checkups. It's how you feel when your eyes open in the morning. It's the strength in your legs as you rise from your chair. It's the mental clarity that carries you through the day. It's the quiet joy found in doing something simple and feeling well while doing it. And food? It's no longer just fuel. It's your partner in healing. The 10 foods we talked about today. Cabbage, walnuts, spinach, Greek yogurt, sardines, eggs, olive oil, chicken thighs, avocados, and wild-caught salmon. They're not just nutritious. They're gentle, nourishing, and perfectly aligned with what your body is asking for in this season of life. If there's one message I hope you take with you, let it be this. It's never too late to feel better in your own body. You don't need to be flawless to feel stronger. You don't need a complicated diet to eat more wisely. You just need small, steady choices made with care. So now I'd love to hear from you. Which of these foods are you most excited to try? Or maybe there's one you already love, one that's made a real difference in your health? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I read every single one. And nothing makes me happier than hearing your stories.